And we're gonna see knife round versus Team Smiley and Team Junior, which is Mr. John's name and nickname. He wanted me to call him June, but he said it was short for Junior. But Fluxy gets the first on pictures, and then the CTs are just getting in them all back. And it's a 3 versus 1. Will Smiley get this knife? He has the chance if he gets the 1v1s. Oh, and Chia gets it. You cannot run away from the long arms of Chia. And it's gonna be Junior taking this knife round. And I do feel like the teams does not look too bad. I would probably say that Smiley's team is underdogs. Definitely underdogs here. But it obviously depends on... maybe not. Maybe not. It could be a lot closer than we first expect. But it seems like it's going to be a B contact here from Smiley's team. And Jev is just falling back, not wanting to get picked off first. And the first step comes in, and they just have to push, and Pictures gets picked up instantly. Azina, you will have to hold this, and you don't, as Smiley just pushes past, but will Smiley get peeked by Mr. John, and it's the captain's fight here. And John wins, sorry, Junior wins, as Vazi, he needs to hold this off. He gets 1 kill and mark it, and John will push up and kill Vazi, and it's just Jev left in a 1v2, just hiding in bench. But it seems like Junior has the information and gets the trade. Chia going down to Jev, but Junior pushing fast and getting the trade off. Beautiful retake by the CTs and gives them the first round. It's just gonna be nice. And Gizzard, no, you're wrong, man. It's been 1 day since the season ended. 2 days. 2 days. But Smiley's trying to go for the 1D. He gets mullied off, but he tries to go for the cheeky peek anyways, and these nuts does not want any of that. He has a neat smoke into Palace, and Chia will right click that flash, and the flash hits 3 terrorists. And Smiley is just waiting for the peek here. These nuts will go down as Azina pushes through, gets ESMD, and Fluxy waiting for the overextension by the CTs. But the CTs has the bomb, and that's a beautiful shot on Junior. He does go for the second peek, but he will not get it. Pictures peeking with a grenade. That is really, really scary, but he gets away with it, even with his P90. And the bomb is down in Tetris, and we're gonna see what Fluxy and Smiley does here. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen. The bomb is down. Do they have control? Yes, Azina has control. Chia is with him. It looks like he's in sandwich. Hopefully Azina has called this out. But terrorists are just waiting for a mistake here. Fluxy will peek out. Will Azina be ready for this? He seems ready. The game has slowed down a lot trying to get this bomb in. And Fluxy gets some picks off. Gets Chia, and Azina just jump shoots. Azina jump shoots. But Pictures with his P90 will finish this off. And then the trash talk is beginning. And yeah, 2-0 to Team Junior. It just seems like the terrorists are going for a B push again. Ease throwing some smoke, not sure where that lands, but Smiley is gonna enter here. Azina is ready for that peek, but he only gets 1. Pictures gets 2. He tries to get them through the smoke, but there's 3 terrorists on site, and the CTs has not lost anyone until now, and that's a good trade. Vazi is left in a 1v3. How will he play this? He will peek into these nuts, and yeah, it's 3-0. As the terrorists should be able to get somewhat of a bye together. But it seems like the CTs have full control over this. And in these pugs, it seems to be CT-sided. We've seen 12 3-halves on both sides going to overtimes. And Smiley will try and push short, but Azina, beautiful flash. Vazi trying to get him through the smoke, but Smiley is just creeped up and picks off Nuts. As Junior has jumped under and gets 2 frags in middle. Really well played by him. And this is where you see the strategy of the terrorist fall through a bit, as there should have been someone under here. Getting that under control, and there's just too many angles, and the terrorist falls back. But it's a 3 versus 4, which isn't the worst. But Junior will hear all these steps towards A. Will he call it? Azina seems to be aware. Number 5, which is Pictures, is now pushing B apps. Azina is not really sure what's going on. I'm not sure the calls are coming through. Chia is going to have to do a lot of work here, as there's 3 terrorists walking up. I'm gonna see what he does. Is he ready for this? Will the timing be on his side? Azina is about to peek CT. Smiley gets the first pick on Chia. Is he ready for CT though? Azina will get Smiley, which is unfortunate that his team did not cover him. But Junior, he's on the flank, and Azina just has to wait here, but he doesn't. He goes for the peek, and Fluxy is going down, and I feel like Jev was spotted as the nade comes in, and that's gonna hurt a lot, as Junior will finish him off, and it's 4-0. And it seems like the teams are not as close as I first seemed to believe. I expected more peaks, but it's 4-0. The terrorist will have another AK buy, and they have a lot of utility this time. We will see what they will come up with here. You just need to get some confidence and get the ball running, and that is a flash from middle, which doesn't give any CTs any flashes out, as these Nuts is just spraying. He gets the info, and Chia will get 2, as Fluxy will get the trade with Jev. Nade comes through, Smiley dies, and it's just going to be a 2 versus 3, but they're not on site yet, and they're taking too long. Rotations are coming through. They're going to peek CT again soon, and it's just Jev and Fluxy left versus 3 CTs. Junior is low, but he has an op, so it doesn't really matter much. And it will get the pick on. We'll get the pick on Jeb, and it's just going to be Fluxy left in a 1v3. He gets the info on 2, gets the free fire, but the CT and jungle fight is too much for him. Taking fight versus 2 CTs is not going to win you anything here. But it's not much he can do in that situation. Maybe try and fall back. Playtime. Not sure if he had bomb at that time, and they seem like to... Nobody wants to bomb. It's being juggled in spawn. And Fluxy bought up an AK. Let's see what he can do. And yes, I can do that. I can do that. There we go. Don't need it. And Azina. Oh, Azina. Beautiful play by Azina and Junior, and I feel like this is just a stomp. Fluxy has to do something with his AK. We're gonna see what he can do with it. He has to do something, but these Nuts is just ready for it. And Fluxy is just too defensive with this force. And he will get naded down, but the AK should be retrievable. EaseMD has it. What can he do with it? And he steps. He could have been boosted, but he steps instead. And Azina will peek mid, and Jeb picks him off. And it's just going to be Jeb left. But he will get demolished by Pictures. Getting the information, peeking into it. Just finishing off the last terrorist player. And it's 6-0. As Smiley's team is probably not doing as good as he thought they would. Not sure what he was doing when he was picking. Maybe he was picking his friends instead of picking players that could actually help him win this. And that is a lesson for all you guys playing in this tournament. Maybe playing with your friends isn't always as fun if you're gonna lose a bunch of rounds, but it's 6-0 as the push comes in on A. And Jeb, will you get Chia? Yeah, you will, but Terrorist needs to push out of Palace. They can't just sit and wait here, as Fluxy will not get killed. He will get the kill on Junior, up, down, and this round must be in the Terrorists' favor. If they lose this round, they must be doing a lot of mistakes. Fluxy pushing aggressive. Asina is not ready for it. Somewhat of a one-way, as the bomb is left in Palace. And it's just gonna be pictures left in a 1v4. Picking up connector. Fluxy will not get the frag. That's smoke though. That's the one-way for Vozzy, and he will get out of connector. Pitcher is not getting frags where he needs to in this 1v4. He needs to get the frags where he can if he wants to win this, and Vozzy seems to have information. And Jev is playing this dirty off angle, and Voss making noise, and Pitchers 7 HP. Bomb is planted. Player walking up in CT, and it seems like they think it's a save, but he will get picked off in this cross by Fluxy, and yeah, first round on the Terrorist, and only ESMD going down, so economy will be great for them. Not having to rebuy all these weapons, and CT's economy is enough to get a buy together, but they don't seem to buy together, even though they could have. Chia and Pitchers deciding to save when their team is going for a buy. Unfortunate calls, and this is the chance for the Terrorists to get some rounds string together when the CTs are not playing together, or buying together rather. But A smokes, lamp flash is coming in, ESMD entering. That nade is money, as there's 3 CTs waiting for this, but ESMD picking up these nuts, getting traded, but Smiley trades again, and Smiley, here's the Molotov. Molotov is not good. The bomb goes down still, but Asina with his deagle will pick up Smiley and pick up Jeb. And where's the trade from Ease? And it's just not there. Positioning from the Terrorists is not great to play together. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen here. 7-1. CTs with their weaker weapons somehow get that round together. And we're gonna see what happens this 9th round. Smiley's team has 1 round, and it seems like they're gonna go towards B. And there seems to be some confusion. I feel like we could have done better if the teams could be would have talked together a bit more. Smiley falling asleep down there, not even shooting. Gets the frag together. Oh, Wazzy gets that 1-tap while blind. Cena tries to walk up, but the timing is good. Vozzy whiffing some shots, and it's 3 versus 4 as they lost all information, and it seems like the stair smoke comes in from Smiley. Fluxy just throwing away bomb literally, as Smiley, Molotov's under. Will he get the frag on Chia? Yes, you should be able to, as you get it through. As Xena goes down. Smiley 1-tap with 1 bullet. 1 bullet left, 1-tap, and gets the 3K entry on A, and the information on Pictures. Pictures trying to fake, but Smiley's too smart, and he's not even shooting, and he gets the 4K. Smiley bringing his team back, being the Joker player, bringing all the aces out of his sleeves, getting the round for his team. 7-2, and CT's again not sure how to buy together. Pitchers on 2K while his team has bought fully. I guess his Deagle can do a lot of work, but you're gonna see Terrorists trying to take mid control. Gets some info on Junior, but the Mollies is just gonna force the CTs back. And Azina peeking short and falls back with a good timing. Smiley picking up pictures, pushing. That's what you have to do as a CT. If your money is low, you just have to go for information. Smiley's team were aware of this, and they just spread out, holding every angle of the map, making sure that no CT can come through and push them from behind. And they're just grouping up here, and this is what you need to do. You get the first pick, you group up, and then you push the side together. It's scary in an eco because you can push into all the CTs, but there's only two here. Chia picking up Jev, gets traded by Smiley. Smiley at very low HP, but ease. Will you get this kill? Yes, you will. There's a player in the smoke. I'm not sure what's gonna go, what's gonna happen. But Fluxy and Vazi, and that's a insane spray down by Azina. Holy crap. And this is big brain play by Azina. Fluxy, he knows Azina. He knows Azina is really, really skilled. So Fluxy will give him this man all the respect. And the voice is usually in-game. But we have a Discord, we have a TeamSpeak available. But Fluxy is just so scared of Azina here. I don't even think he's gonna be aware that he could come in ramp. The time. Azina is just waiting for the plant, and Fluxy is just not aware at all. The outplay by Azina. Fluxy was not aware what would hit him there. That was amazing. Azina's brain coming out, hoping that Fluxy wouldn't just go flat out for the plant, finding himself an after plant position. Big brains. And it seems like Azina is doing lots of work, putting in the effort. And it seems like hopefully he has a lot of fun. Normally he doesn't like these pugs, and that's a good shot by Junior. And that is just gonna hurt even more for these terrorists that's already lacking in rounds. Getting killed through that smoke is so unfortunate. And what will the terrorists do now that they have a man down? Smiley, are you gonna go for the play, or are you just gonna wait and see if the CTs makes any mistakes? And they're just holding. CTs are not making mistakes. They're playing really, really well together. Just holding angles for each other, making sure all the parts of the map is covered. And that's why we just played Mirage, so people can get used to each other, get used to playing. So it's not completely random what's going on. And Azina gets the pick on Smiley. The trade doesn't come in, but Pictures is there. Pictures' precision here. It can ruin the terrorists' day. What will you do, Pictures? What will you do? You will spray one, you will spray two, you will get traded by the third, but Vazi is now left in the 1v1. Chia with his auto shotgun. He's just gonna rush this, isn't he? And Vazi, do you have balls of steel? Yes, you do, but it's not gonna make you win this round, as Chia will get the 1v1 kill with the shotgun. Not sure what Vazi was thinking. He played the 50-50 angle. You can hold left or right, obviously. Probably should have tried to get into an angle where he's not playing 50-50. Maybe play a more obvious angle, like something like car. But at least you will be looking towards your enemy, right? If you're scared of him. If you're scared of doing the 1v1. And the mollies will get extinguished, but this nade... Smiley getting a beautiful kill on Chia. He's not aware of the guy under, but he will get him anyways. But the team kill from Jev gets Junior down. And it's left in a 2v2. Azina will try and spray through here. Plan to default. And he needs to try and get into CT here, but he's not doing it. He's not getting into CT. It's worth the risk. And he's just going to get spammed down here as Jev He's just waiting for the cross. Oh, ESMD is so low. CT knows that he's here. Terrorist on 16 and 11 HP. Left in the 2v2 as Pictures is pushing. And Cena gets to pick on the ESMD. And it's just Pictures and Jev fighting out the last kill. As the bomb will be defused and it's 10-2. Smiley's team needs to get going. But Azina is making the joke in the Pugs that he just can't win. And honestly, his stats ain't that great. He lost a lot of games, but he's getting the frags through, and I feel like he's getting his revenge on everyone here, showing what he's capable of, carrying his team on CT side. But there's still a T side left as Smiley will go for some map control, but this nade is very, very early. So Xena is just not sure what to do with his now. But it seems like there's going to be some B aggression, but Picture, this flash is just going to show your positioning, my friend. And now they're aware, they're aiming at you with ops, but you get the information. Will you fall back? The re-smoke from Azina gives Pictures a way out, and it's just going to make Terrorists slow down a lot. They're not going to get into the B site as easily as they wanted. Smiley with a short smoke, waiting for his team. With the CTs, they're 5 players. It's 5 versus 5. And we're just gonna see these nuts here with all the information, and it's just gonna be all the CTs on this A site. Chia getting the pick off, Ease getting picked off by these nuts, and it's just gonna be a 2 versus 5 now, as the terrorist just walked into a wall of CTs. And Vaz seems to have disconnected somehow. Not sure what's going on. See if I can get a hold of the players. See what happened. But it seems like he's back as the pause is removed, and we're gonna see what's going to happen. And Pictures is pushed up again, getting all this information. Terrorist gets the information that Pictures here. And that's gonna make them scared of pushing the smoke. And all the damage just comes through. The CTs are playing this really, really well. It must be so hard for the terrorists to do anything here. And this is a very, very well played CT side by Pictures, doing really well on B, buying a lot of time. He's staying alive as Cena, and Pictures has an amazing crossfire, getting lots and lots of frags and leaving Vaz left in a 2 versus 1. And yeah, I'm gonna see how he does this. The nade, the utility usage from the CTs. It is so, so good. And it's a 12-2 half. I did say that we've seen 13, 11-4 and 12-3 half. It's not a half, by the way. It's one more round because I'm stupid. But yeah, it's one more round. The CTs will try and make this a 13-2, and the terrorists will have to try and get the 3rd round. And if they get 1 round, they do have a chance for a comeback. And he's just running up middle, very, very easy. But he doesn't get anything from it. He doesn't get the frag, and he doesn't get the map control. Yes, he has middle, but it's not really that much of a much of a part of the map, but that Molotov, will that force Junior out? Yes, it will. Junior will get helped by Chia, and EaseMD just shuts him down. Vazi, the timing for the CTs, the rotations for the CTs is just so much better. As I say that, the terrorist does have 2 players left versus Azina, and Azina will get the frag, but Smiley flanking with his op somehow will work out, and it's a 12-3 half. And as I said before, it's possible for a comeback here, especially in these pug settings. And yes, Gizzard, I removed myself. I didn't sign up. I didn't want to play. Well, I wanted to play, but it's not right to play in your own tournament. But Azina is gonna fake A, and that's just not gonna do much as EaseMD is soloing A. Smokes it off, and Junior will get the pick up. Smiley and Vazi doing all the work. Gets the 3rd. This captain shows how it's done. Leading by example. Gets the 4th. Will he get the A's? Yes, he will. Yes, he will. 4 HP A's for Captain Junior. Doing all the work. Leading by example. Holy Jesus, as these nuts says. Jesus. Doing all the work that pissed around. Getting the entries. Getting the map control. Just picking them all off. And that's really, really, really good. And that will get the 13th round on the board. These nuts just rushing up short. And we're gonna see Azina getting the work done. And it just doesn't seem like the CTs has anything to show up with here. As the Mac-10s just reign supreme. And it's just Smiley left in 1 versus 4. And hopefully, guys, I hope this is a good reminder that maybe don't pick your friends first. And but I mean, honestly, Team Junior, they played really good. Their CT side was solid compared to the terrorists. They didn't play greedy, played well together, and I feel like it's gonna be really, really tough for the CTs to come back. 2 scouts, and they're just gonna get picked off here. They're peeking 1 by 1. They're not really playing together, not doing what Junior's team did. And here they are pushing together. Molotov comes through, and that's just gonna be Smiley getting so much pressure on him from this Molotov. And Ease will whiff the shot. Azina will not whiff the shots. And it's just gonna leave Vazi left in a 1 versus 3 Zin connector. And as you can see, it's completely different CT sides. And Junior teams played really, really safe, really, really well, and Vazi just gives up there at the end, whiffing every single shot. And I feel the frustration. I do. Don't feel like giving up is the right call, but he does leave himself with $1,500. Not sure why, as this could most likely be the last round. He will get the frag on these nuts though, but I feel like the B push in here. CT's just peeking solo, not working together here. Will get picked off by this terrorist team that really is playing well together. Fluxy peeking solo, will get picked off, and EaseMD whiffing the shots, and that's game.